Boom. Yo, what's up, cuh? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Hello. Oh wait, can you guys not hear me? Uh oh no, you guys can. Okay. I thought my thing was being iffy wiki. Hawa. I got some work related stuff, so give me like 1 second. Um give me 1 second. This is kind of work related stuff. I just got this like at the last second, so I apologize in advance. So give me 1 second. Um, uh, okay, there you go. Da ba da di da di da 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 da. Ba di da di da di da di da da da. Let me say hi to everyone. Yo, what's up, Queso? What's up, random guy? What's up, Bonnie? What's up, Maya? What's up, Astro? Hello, Merc. Hello, Helsing. Hello, Shani. Hello, Benti. I love Benti. How dare you call Benti lame? I am Unk. Hello, Narukami. Hello, Nate. Hello. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm tired. Oh, yo, Astro. Wait, I want to ask you, have you read the book Lord of Silence? You'd like it a lot, since you're a Death Guard fan, right? Oh, there goes my dog. I've been reading it, and it's been a really good book, like an insanely good book. Tanya bite, tanya nothing, nothing do. Bum, bum, bum. Your title, I know. I don't know what it is, but like my YouTube always gets like delayed. I don't know why. You're talking to me, yeah. Are you not a Death Guard fan? I thought you were a Death Guard fan, Astro. Or are you not? I swear you were. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe I'm tweaking here. You don't play 40K? Who the fuck am I confusing you with, dude? Why? Like, I am so out of it this morning. Holy shit. Who am I confusing you with? Yo, what's up, Stutter God? I'm confusing you with someone, and now it's pissing me off. See, this is what I'm confusing you with Danger, I think. Yeah, I'm confusing you with yeah, it's fucking Danger. God damn it, fucking Danger. I don't know, my brain's so out of it, man. This is what happens when I don't get enough sleep, or my sleep is just fucked up. Man, I like start confusing people, and like I'm like, I don't know what 130 plus 9 is. 21. He's can't, dude. I just Danger likes Death Card. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm confusing you with. Okay. Dude, I've been so tired. I'm like so tired, man. Oh my god. And the thing is, I can't even take a nap, dude. Bad night. Nah, I just sleep. It's just no. It's not even that. Just my dogs wake me up. My dog, like my current demon dog. Like I really need to figure something out for her because like she wakes me up at 7 a.m. almost every day. Like, and it's just getting too much to me. So like I need to figure something out with her. Like I need to figure something out because it's just getting too much. It's just really starting to like really affect my sleep a lot. Yeah, thank you for the good boy. Yeah, basically I'm running on coffee, enthusiasm, and dreams. It's just like I said, it's just getting up too much for me because it is starting to affect me. Mm. And like I wonder if that's like impacting me because like I feel like I'm eating so much and I just can't like gain weight. It started to like piss me off. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I just gotta become a couch potato. Just do nothing. Oh my god, dog, please. Okay, 1 second. Let me let her out so she can come back in 5 minutes when she decides she actually didn't want to go out. Estoy en vivo, no puedo. Ay. Okay, I'm back. Ugh. Want to change? I look at food into my hips. Yeah. Well, I mean, I just have a small. The problem is, so like, this is the thing, right? I, in general, don't really eat a. What is that on my? Wait, what? How the fuck did that get in my phone? There you go. Yeah, what's up, Deadly Fire? Um, where was I? Yeah, so my dog just wakes me up. And like that, so the food thing, the food problem, going back to that, is that my problem is that I just like I don't eat a lot. Like I get full pretty easily for the most part. So like, oh, I just get full. Like and I don't like the other day I tried to eat like what the fuck was it? It was like it was like two bowls of pasta and like I felt like I was gonna throw up because I just ate too much. It was some Deadly Fire. It's not healthy to obsess. Well, the no. I mean, the problem is that I'm just not gaining weight. It's not necessarily about me being obsessive over my weight. It's the fact that I just can't gain weight right now. That's the problem. And like it's important that I have weight because if I don't have weight, that means my body isn't gonna like handle itself well. Um, it's not like, oh, I see myself as like as I'm too like I don't like my weight. I need to lose weight. No, no, no. It's the opposite problem. I need to gain weight. I'm just losing weight too fast. And I feel like yesterday I felt like I ate like a pig. And like I'm like I lost weight again. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, Grog. Uh I'm sorry, I misunderstood. No, no, you're good. You're chilling. You're chilling. Gaining weight is harder than losing weight. I mean, it depends, Deadly Fire, because I've known people who like. I mean, it's one of those things where, in my opinion, when it comes to either losing or gaining weight, I think what happens a lot is people tend to overestimate how much they're actually like either overestimate or underestimate how much they're actually eating. So I think that's kind of the issue. Like maybe I'm thinking I'm eating a lot, but maybe I'm actually not. You know, you'll float away. Please don't float. Yeah, I'll get blown away by the fucking wind. Thank you for the hydrate. No, you're fine. You're fine, Maya. You're chilling. You're chilling. It's just weird. I don't know. It's kind of like an interesting thing. For how long? I mean, I think it's probably residuals from the stress stuff. From like when my internet like I couldn't get my stream working. Because ever since then I've just been losing like weight and like I can't do anything about it. For some reason, that's kind of how it feels. Because like I said, I've been like I've definitely been eating. That's not an issue. I've been eating, but I just get so full and I'm like I can't eat anymore. I got nauseous from like eating too much. Like when I ate like the other day, like the fucking was it 2 bowls of pasta and there's like a bunch more I ate. I think it was like a plate of potato chips. 2 bowls of pasta, a plate of potato chips, and somehow I still lost more. I lost weight. I was like, bruh. Plus like dinner. For dinner, I usually just like I like just having a bunch of veggies. So I'll make like basically like I'll take spinach, I'll take lettuce, I'll take cucumber, carrots, some sort of like red, yellow pepper of some sort, things like that. Plus more like tomatoes. There's like more. There's a bunch of different veggies I take, and then I saute it with oil. Because like another issue that I have is like I don't have my cholesterol is like too low, which is you don't really hear that I feel like too commonly. Because the last time I got blood work, my doctor told me that like your cholesterol's too low. You need to start implementing more oil into your like food. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I sauteed in oil, and it's like oil that I buy, and then I eat the veggies with peanut butter, red pepper paste, and soy sauce. Yeah, what's up, expired toast? Changing sleep, stress, anxiety. It's probably just like I feel like my sleep is probably like playing a huge role to be honest, because I like it's the only thing I feel like I can't account for. Because like I don't really get a lot of sleep because of my dogs. She makes more. My mom's pretty anti-oil. She is, but I usually make. I've been making a lot more of my own food to be honest, because it's hard to know each person's process exactly. Deadly Fire, yeah. I feel like that was ages ago. I mean, I'm supposed to take it every like I don't even know. According to my doctor, like every like it doesn't even have to be that often. It's be like once a year now, but I'm probably gonna do it again just to kind of make sure everything's going fine. Yo, what's up, Snippa? Hello, Snippa. Hello, Snippa. Otherwise, I mean, yeah, other than that, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I'm vibing. Tired, but I'm vibing. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Ba- ba-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 second. Ba, ba-da, ba-ba-ba. Yeah, just work related stuff. I don't want to specifically talk about what it is because I don't really like. It's just business stuff or work stuff. I'll just keep it at that. Keep it simple. What's up, Joseph? Yeah, I see you. Hello, Joseph. Make you fit a nap first. Well, that's the thing. I can't even take a nap is a problem too, Shenny, because my dog keep wakes me up. So like my problem with my dog is like I don't really know I wish I knew what was going through her mind because like she'll like scratch at my door to come into my room. I'll let her in, and then after 5 minutes she wants to leave, and like it's kind of hard to take a nap with that. And then my parents they make a lot of noise, so I'll just get woken up easily if I keep my door open. Is a fruit? No, I really want a fruit kebab. I'd love to have a fruit kebab. Honestly, like grilled fruit is low key, like one of the best things. Like grilled pineapple, like with fruit or just fruit in general. She wants attention, maybe, but that's not like I don't think she does though because she doesn't like come for me if some well not all the time. Sometimes she does, but like so like usually if like I'm laying down, I'll just ignore her and my mom will open the door for her. She'll like walk around my room for a bit and then just leave and then want to leave. Femboy in jeans. I don't like jeans. Jeans are like not too comfy to be honest. I prefer sweatpants. Well, at least when I'm at home, sweatpants 100%. If I'm out, then I'll wear jeans. She must be restless, but for what though? Like I don't. Closed doors are a big no. Well, that's the thing though. I don't. I have to keep my door closed because my parents have no sense of not making noise. Like my mom's the type of person to be like, I love my mom. Let me just preface this. I love my mom, but she's one of those people who's like, like you've ever gone to a restaurant and you hear this entire like conversation because they're yelling their entire conversation, and then when you call them out on it, they're like, no, I'm just talking at my normal talking voice. I'm like, no, you're yelling. You're yelling right now, and she's that type of person. Which isn't like a terrible thing, but it's just not great when you're like trying to take a nap, which is why I keep with my door closed, right? Which is also why I try to sleep with my headphones in. You know what? Maybe I gotta do. I gotta start sleeping with my earbuds in again. Um, she needs to have the option of going to you, basically. I guess. Yeah, that could be true, Shenny. In the day to keep her. Oh, dude, she has more toys than we know what to do with. But I want to say she should be able to be honest. Plus, we take her. I mean, I do take her on daily walks every day for like 30 minutes to an hour. I wonder. Oh, at 100% is Helsing. At 100% is. I could tell you that right now. It's interesting because I could hear everything that's going on upstairs basically, but from their room, you can't hear what's going on in mine. It's really weird, the acoustics of the house, because I could literally hear everything going on for upstairs. It's really weird. You're cosplaying? Nice, Joseph. That's awesome, man. Good for you, dude. From listening, yeah, literally. Well, that's how my mom is, and like everyone's called her out on that before, but she's like, "That's just the way I am," and she is. That's just the way she is. Because when she gets into conversation, that's just how he gets. Get noise cancel. I do have noise canceling, but my earbuds might be the way, Loki. My earbuds are really good with noise canceling, like absurdly good with noise canceling. Can you hear it through walls? Yeah. Well, it's like it comes through like my door, but it's just the acoustics. It's weird. I also I got into a fight with the lady last night. That was kind of interesting. Um, Fight with who? Just a random lady on the street. So kind of like it's interesting. Not a really like it wasn't really a verbal like let me explain. Let me explain. Um, so like did you beat up? Yeah, that lady was nasty, literally. So like, okay, so I was on my walk with my dogs yesterday, right? And we were just doing our thing. We were walking, and so like, there's a lady in front of us walking, kind of like maybe like a block away, maybe half a block away. Kind of depends on the block, but she's like her dog, does her business, poops. She takes the poop and like with a bag or whatever, and then throws it into this abandoned property. And I don't take that shit literally and figuratively. Like, nah, that's not okay to do. And my mom, she's like, no, 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 don't say anything, don't say anything. And I'm like, no, 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 I'm gonna say something that's not okay to do. And so I yell at her, and like literally, like at the end of the block, there is literally a community garbage can, right? Literally community garbage can. So like, and I've thrown it like it's really close. Like think of it like maybe 20 steps max. She's really close to it. And so I yell. I'm like, hey, you know there's a garbage like right at the end of the block here, right? And she turns around and she says, "Oh, that's my property." And I'm like, I guess I'll take your word for it, but I hope that's true because it's not really nice to see. And she just doesn't say anything and keeps walking. But like, I'm like, what does that say about her if you treat your property like that? Like, it's like I don't really believe you, to be honest. Because the thing is, like, if that was like, I feel like if you owned a property, you wouldn't do that, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like most people wouldn't do that if you own, like, if you had a property that was like, I don't know. I mean, it looks like, so there used to be a house there and they got like, it got broken down or whatever. And they're probably going to use it to build another house at some point, I imagine, or sell the property. Who knows? But like, still though, like, even let's say, like, that's why I don't believe it's actually hers because, like, why would you treat your property like that? Why? Not to mention, too, it's also just like, why do you want to not take care of like the environment too? That's kind of like literally a shitty thing to do. Um, so yeah, yeah, literally, no, no, she literally went in that direction too, Merc. Like literally, that's the crazy part. She literally went in that direction. Should have drop kicked her, honestly, dude. I was just like, I'm like, I think it's also because since I was really tired yesterday, I just gave no shits. I'll be honest. I gave no shits. I was like, literally, I was like, nah, man, because my mom's like, no, 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 don't say anything. And then my mom hid it behind a fucking tree, and I called her out on it too. I'm like, Mom, you fucking left me. And she's like, I was embarrassed, and I'm like, Mom, you left me. But yeah, no. So it's just like, why would you do that? Like, I don't know. Even if it's your property, still though, like, why? Like that just tells me, like, if it is her property, like it's not a good view. It's not a good look either way, right? Because if it's not her property, like, what the fuck? If it is her property, like, that tells me more about how you treat your stuff than anything else. You know? Your mom left you, yeah. No, no. My mom hid behind a tree. So like we were on the main road, and when I called her out on it, my mom like ran off to the side, like behind a tree in a neighbor's yard with my other dog. Uh, During COVID, there was a person who had forgotten their bag feces, so he used their face mask after and continued. Okay, mate, Queso, what the fuck? That person's fucked up, man. That's wild to hear. That is actually wild to hear. See if they're done lecturing. Basically, that's basically what happened. Like, cause I like at one point I turned around and my mom was like at the end of the block, and I was like, "Mom, what the fuck are you doing over there?" She's like, "Oh, I just didn't want to be like, I was just embarrassed." I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's interesting. Ba-da, 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 ba, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. It's just rude, gross, and it's not. Yeah, that's another thing. Literally. Beep, buddy. When I was at work. One time a guy broke into a random car to. Wait, really? The fuck? Why? Was it? I'm assuming they were a homeless person, right, Shenny? Because that's some crazy stuff. You seem super fun and chill. I appreciate that. Thank you. Um. Oh, and yesterday too. Someone taught me. I got taught how to play Magic yesterday, and that was interesting to say the least. So for those who might not know, actually 40K is in Magic, and that's kind of what made me want to play Magic. Um, and so I was playing with some friends, and they were teaching me how to play Magic. And like, so we were playing Commander deck. I don't know how many of you guys play Magic. Um, yes, the 4 hour. Yeah, it was a 4 hour fucking game. So the first game, I was like, it was like kind of like a tutorial game, and I got shit on in the end, right? Then we played another game with it was four of us. It was four of us playing. Where it's kind of like a free for all, right? That turned into a fucking 4 hour game. And so like, what was really interesting about my deck, the Necron deck that I'm using, is I'm using a card called as my commander, Emotech, the Storm Lord. Interesting thing about him. So anytime a card gets sent into your exile, I get to summon a Necron warrior, basically. And so and me I went at one point I had I had six Necron warriors on the field, right? From me just like putting things in my exile deck or exile. And one of my And so one of my friends, he uses a card that exiles like because he didn't really like realize this, and I didn't really like it made no sense to me because I'm like learning all the terminology and stuff. But they're like, no, 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 you have this. This is what you have on the field now. And I was like, okay, if you guys say so. But so then so then he exiles like he exiles all of my cards on the field except my commander, and he doubles the amount of Necron warriors I have. And then after that, I had a card that lets me kill off my Necron warriors, which doubles my Necron warriors again. And then at one point, I had like 50 Necron or 40 Necron warriors on the field. And like I was getting so annoyed because like at this point the game was going on for like 2 hours, and I'm like, just I need to start killing people. So I'm like trying to kill people off, and they keep stopping me from killing them. I was like, what the fuck? Let me fucking murk you, man. Like stop. Just allow yourself to die. Allow yourself to die, god damn it. And they wouldn't let me kill them. You're truly becoming the definition. I've always. You guys want to hear something funny? You know, guys want to know how much of a nerd I am from birth. So when I was younger, or when I was like a baby, my parents had a hard time feeding me. I wouldn't want to eat. Like I just wouldn't want to eat. And they found a way to get around that. And you know what was the way they found to get around that? They had a Star Wars, like a Star Wars statue where if you would press a button, it would make like lightsaber sounds and it would like swing its arm and stuff like that, right? So they would play that in front of me, and I would just like anytime they played it in front of me, I would just like get like glued to it, and I would just like open my mouth. So I'd be like, and then they would just shove food into my mouth. So that's how much of a fucking nerd I am. Fucking a nerd from birth. And even more powerful. Sacrifice three monsters for a sometimes even more powerful one. I mean, isn't that like because I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh when I was younger. Isn't that just basically like normal Yu-Gi-Oh? Sacrifice two, sacrifice three monsters. But I mean, yeah, that's basically in a nutshell. Born in the nerd, molded by it. Yeah, literally. Are there recordings? There probably was at some point. But in moving here to Mexico, we lost like probably majority, if not all of it. Yo, what's up, Angelic? Is that super classic pup behavior? But yeah, I had fun learning Magic, to be honest. I wouldn't be against playing it again at some point. Um, it was cool. Yo, what's up, Sega? Hello, Xavier. You live in Mexico. I do live in Mexico. Think Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic are just always been both broken, to be honest. Because like I was even at one point, I was like, how is it allowed that I have 50 cards on the field? And they're like, yeah, Magic gets really broken really quickly. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. On a Star Wars figure, yeah. I mean, there probably was a video of it. I imagine. I don't know. Like maybe. I imagine there was a video of it at some point, but who knows? I used to be really into Yu-Gi-Oh when I was younger, though I sucked at it, and I got taken advantage of. Like people would like tell me these cards weren't really that good, so I would trade them for like cool cards. I remember one time I went to a tournament, um, and the tournament that I went to, I was basically told that like, oh yeah, this card is really bad, and like, um, and they traded me for a card that I thought looked cool, but it was like a really shitty card. And then like I guess one of the people I knew who like he was like kind of like a big brother to me in the field, kind of. And he came up to me and he's like, "Wait, you traded that card for this?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "This is a cool looking card." He's like, "You got fucking scammed, my dude." And he tried to get the card back for me, but the dude didn't want to. And then yeah. Because I mean, I didn't know any better. I would just like get cards and be like, "Oh, this is I don't like this card. This doesn't look cool," you know. And I miss it by one. They bullied him. Yeah, I think probably. Um, because it was just like a dick move, right? I mean, as a like, you should explain like when you're trading with a kid, in my opinion, who doesn't obviously understand the value of it, you should explain that to them, right? Because that's just the dick move to do that, right? It's just the dick. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. It's just the dick move to do that. Like, why would you do that to a kid? You know? Uh, Bum, 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 ba, da, na, 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 da, da, na, 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 na. Okay, we might end up ending stream a little bit earlier than normal, dude. My body is just, I'm really struggling to like, kind of move to be honest, or just stay. Like I feel like I'm gonna pass out, which sucks because Sundays are my working days. So like I did a little bit of work before stream. I scheduled some videos, but I gotta record ASMR today. Um, yeah, I gotta record ASMR today. I was gonna do two audios, but I'm probably gonna do one today. Um, yeah. You sure? Yeah, no, it's just sleep. It's just like my sleep has just been whack, man. Like I said, it's just my dog is really becoming a I love my dog. I love her to death, but she's just becoming a real problem for me. She's just becoming just a really big problem for me, and I'm not really sure because like the thing is too, even like so like my dad has barricaded like the because I've explained this to my parents before. Like I've told them like, like you guys just make a lot of noise and you guys like really like hurt my sleep. And they've been doing better about it. They've actually been a lot better about it. But my dog, like, if for example, like my dad one time like set up this weird like took all their chairs from the kitchen and like blocked off the hallway to my room, and then my dog started barking at the barricade, waking me up. So it's just like there's no winning here, right? And obviously, like I'm not gonna like I don't want to give away my dog. Like, no, I'm not doing that because I love her to death. But yeah, play solitaire and then maybe well the thing is like the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh and like Magic is like you just have to be actively like unless you're super casual, right? I'm probably gonna get into it, but I'm gonna be very casual about playing the game. I don't think I want to take it too seriously. To buy those cushion things, I do have one actually, Shani. Well, technically what I have is I use cardboard. So I have my monitor, my last monitor, my big monitor that I have on my desk right now. I still have the cardboard box for that. One, because I'm gonna use that because I'm gonna move at some point again, I'm sure. If not like some point coming later this year, probably. And I still have the box so I can like, transport my monitors and stuff. And so like I use that to barricade like put it in front of my door. She's too iconic. Yeah, I would never give her away. Hell no. You can't let her out in the garden if you have one. I do have one. Um, but she's not really an outdoor dog too much. It's kind of interesting. Like she like will enjoy being outside for a little bit, and then like she's like, nah, I'm good. Yo, what's up, real VTuber? Welcome, my dude. We out here. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream, dude. I say it's your first time. Thank you, thank you. How are you? How are you? Pot of Greed is broken. That's funny, man. Pot of Greed. Yeah, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a while. I mean, I've been like, I'm not really too crazy about like card games anymore. Like, the only reason I even decided to like, I kind of want to play Magic is simply because of the fact that Necron, like, I didn't know the 40K universe was part of like Magic. If not, I wouldn't have cared for it. And I even told them that to like the people I was playing with. They're like, oh, we should like change your deck to make it a little bit, like a little bit more juicer or juice it up a little bit. And I was like, no, I just really want to play the Necrons, and that's really it. I don't really care about anything else. And they're like, okay, if you say so. I was like, yeah, I just want to play the Necrons. We have a VTube hater watching the VTuber. Welcome, I know, right? My other dog, she loves to sunbathe. And that's such a good meme. You guys have seen that meme, right? It's just like Pot of Greed lets me draw 2 cards from my deck. You can't do that. And then I use Pot of Greed to draw more cards from my deck. He's like, you can't do that. Ba 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 na 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 da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 da. Uh-huh. Ba. And then she pull out 2 cards from my deck. You can't do that. You guys, okay? Now I gotta find the meme. Now we gotta watch the meme. Let me pull it up here. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-ba. Let me see. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh wait, 1 second. There you go. Let me see here. What the fuck was I gonna do? Draw pot of greed. Okay, yeah, here it is. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Un momento, por favor. There you go. I feel like this is such an iconic clip at this point. Yeah. He's supposed to be here. Dude, this is such an iconic clip. And pot of greed. I mean, pot of greed does do that though. It literally does that though. I mean, this guy is cheating. This guy's cheating, but he literally, but pot of greed does do that. Tell you ma da ba 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 ta ta ba ba. What is? Whoa! You make such cute sounds. Your older sibling friend makes you whimper. Dude, well, okay, wait. I'm sorry. I can't post videos like I can't. I can barely post videos of me breathing. But then there's a video like this out here. What? Yo, what is this? Nah, we gotta click on this. Who is this? Teetering VA. Yeah, that's wild. Oh, yeah, okay. It got age restricted. Okay, so it did get age restricted. But that's still crazy though. That's still crazy to me. Yo, what's up, Automatic? What's up, man? The Shoto. I need to, dude. I love Shoto, man. He's a pretty chill dude. But nah, that's wild to me, dude. So let me get this straight. I can barely post a video of me breathing, and like this is a video someone can post and be like, what? What is this, man? I'll have to save this for later for research purposes because I am scared to play this on stream because I don't know what this has. Even though it's on YouTube, I don't know, man. There's some like double stuff going on sometimes. Dude. YouTube is so weird about stuff. Like, good for him, man. Good for him. But like sometimes there's just like videos that I like will get scared of posting, right? Because of the fact that like I've literally gotten striked for fucking breathing before, man. It's like insane to me. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. I probably gotta change up my like. There's a lot of stuff I think I need to start changing up with my YouTube videos. I think, to be honest, I've been thinking about that, like what I can do to make my YouTube videos better. Ba ba. But like I don't know, man. There's like that. I don't know, dude. YouTube is so weird, dude. Because like I said, like I've been like trying, like there's like I'm scared to go like post something a little, even like I remember I got like so if you look at the YouTube policy, it says, oh, you're allowed to do kissing sounds, right? As long as the intention is romantic in nature. I did that one time and I got fucking striked for it. And as you know, 3 strikes and you're out. So I'm like, I don't want to lose my YouTube channel, right? Like, oh my god, it's weird, man. There was some extremely NSFW ASMR. Oh, I know. I'm a no. Are you a gossiper? I want to say I'm a gossiper, but maybe I don't know. Yeah, the thumbnails are cute though. They did a good job. Well, that's what I mean. It's just like weird to me because like I don't know. Like I think there's also a part where like if you just get on the like I think what tends to happen is that like once you get on the like in the radar of YouTube, they start to scrutinize you a lot. Cause like a lot of my like the times that I got strikes were all within like close proximity to each other. So sometimes what I feel what happens is like when you get caught a little bit of doing something, all of a sudden you get hyper focused, right? Because like I said, I've been trying to make like in the past when I've tried to make maybe more like videos that I've wanted to make, I just get like fucking striked for breathing or for like a kiss. I like you can't make kissing sounds and stuff like that, and I just don't. I prefer not to get my channel deleted if possible. When Ren straight up posted porn. Wait, who's Ren? I don't know that. Doing the deed with the listener. Wait, really? Like I know, right? Still breathing. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. Well, not really. I mean, it's just not really like it's one of those things where it's more in the moment sneak peek where I just have to think about it in the moment. I haven't really like researched it, but I want to do different stuff. Dear Dom, were you basically doing puppy play with the viewer? I think that one ended up actually doing well, but it only did well, Merc, after like months. Because like when I first came out, it did really poorly. Like really, really poorly. But then after a while, like now that it's been up for a while, I think that's actually a really good video. It's all on me. It is. I mean, it's the problem is with that, Nate, is that it would be impossible, and that's something I do understand. It is impossible to manually look at every YouTube video on YouTube. It's just impossible, right? You know, so I understand there needs to be some sort of automation with it, but it just sucks to see that like so many people get caught like, you know, pretty amazing you're able to remember about a specific video after. I mean, I've my problem is that I remember everything. That's my problem. For good or for worse, that is a problem that I have. Um but yeah, so like um yeah, that's basically in a nutshell. Like I because there's like more things I want to do with like my audios when they go on YouTube, but it's kind of like hard to post them on YouTube when I don't know because like I just like I don't want to like I don't want my channel to disappear, right? And all it takes is like the bot or maybe a person, like maybe there is a manual person looking at it, but all it takes is like their opinion to be like, oh, this isn't like good, and you're out, right? So it's just hard. So you remember me? I don't remember. No, I don't remember you, Deadly Fire. This is your first time on a stream, right? Yeah, I don't remember you. Who are you? I've never seen you before. That automatic shit has flag. But that's the thing though, it's just not possible, Nate. That's the thing. There's too many videos on YouTube. It's just not possible. You're right. It is a multi-billion-dollar company, but it's just impossible, right? Because imagine like the hiring that would require and the resources that would require, like it just wouldn't be possible. Like logistics, it just wouldn't be possible. Um, that's the thing, right? And I do understand that, right? I do understand that, but it still sucks that that's just something that happens. I think what like I don't know what would be the correct answer to it though is the issue, right? Without like obviously like being really negatively affecting YouTube, right? Cuz like if you like let's say YouTube does decide to do that, have like manually record like manually review videos, right? Because I'm sure they do have manual reviewers. I'm sure they do, but they just obviously don't have enough, right? But let's say they expand that to the point where it really like helps out how it's supposed to. It really does like do it. I think that would be like it would just cost way too much for YouTube. It would just cost way too much for YouTube. I think a healthy medium would be like for YouTube to also just be transparent, on things. Because like another big issue is, in my opinion, is like there's no transparency with YouTube, right? So when you get a strike, they'll kind of just tell you they'll tell you where the issue is, but they won't specifically they won't be super specific about it. They'll tell you, oh, this broke our policy, this policy. But like when you want to know like, well, how though? Because like for example, like again, me, I'm just breathing. How did that break your policy? There's no real explanation, right? Other than it just broke our policy. So I do think that it needs to be like I think something that would help. Because like when you get a strike, it'll tell you, it'll say, oh, this was manually reviewed or this was reviewed by the AI or whatever, or like by our automatic bot or whatever. I think that if they allowed transparency and being like, if there actually is a manual reviewer behind it, they should allow transparency to be like the manual reviewer should leave a note being like, this is what caused this, or this is what I saw, you know? So add some type of transparency. Because the problem is, like I said, right? Like this guy teetering VA, which again, good for him, honestly, good for fucking him. His videos are popping off. But like I see those videos and I'm like, I've tried doing stuff like that before and I get striked. What is this double standard going on? Or like what's going on, you know? Um so it's just like I want to do more things on YouTube, but I just I don't want to get my channel deleted either. That's why like I've been like having a hard time recording some ASMRs because what because like they new ideas that I want to do sometimes are like because I'm very much like I am the type of person to work on the spot. Like I don't do scripts, I don't do anything like that. I just start recording and whatever flows flows. That's just the way I work. I prefer to work that way. But like my biggest issue is that when I think of something that I'm like, oh, this would probably do really good on Patreon and on YouTube. I'm like, but I don't want to do it because, what if YouTube like, strikes me for it? Because again, I don't want to, and the thing is too, like once your channel gets deleted on YouTube, you're done. You can't make any more channels. Like you're out. So it's like it's a really like a scary thing to happen, especially when you've dedicated so much time. It's such an unnecessary. Well, the thing is though, it's not even unnecessary fine line. It's the issue that you don't know where the line is, right? If they were very transparent where the line is, I would have zero issues, right? Because I remember one time, like, I sat down and I went through the policy and I'm like, okay, cool. I know what the policies are. Cool. And yet I followed them and then I got striked. So I was like, oh, okay, well, so it's not very clear what the line is, right? I accidentally have crossed it so how many times? Like, it's not good. I do though. I already do that Northgard. I already do that Northgard. Quite a bit actually. Um, that's why, like, if you notice I usually sometimes, like, if you compare the YouTube video from Patreon, well, let me rephrase that. So what I do is I will listen whenever I post a video on YouTube. I listen to the audio before posting it, right? Because like the Patreon is a couple months, like it's like months in advance, right? Like it's a couple like months ahead. I think it's like 2 months ahead on Patreon compared to YouTube. So I always listen to the audio first, and then I'll start cutting like anything that I think is slightly problematic, I'll cut out, right? Because there's been times where like let's say I'm like tickling myself and I'll be like, something like that. And I'm like, oop, that could be problematic. YouTube might think that I'm like moaning into the mic. Let me cut that out. Or like sometimes like I'm like and I'm like, oh, YouTube thinks I'm like doing something that's too much. Let me cut that out, right? So like have you ever noticed that like a YouTube video is shorter on Patreon compared to YouTube? It's probably because I cut things out. So I never noticed, yeah. Because I already do that, because that's just how worried I am about getting strikes. But like the problem is when you're too restrictive with it, like I've noticed like a lot of my YouTube videos don't really like the only ones that tend to do well, like if you look at my most popular videos, they're a little bit more of the raunchier stuff. So it's like it's just hard to like gauge it what it is, right? I mean, I think what I'm gonna do is like I'm trying to find a healthier medium, like middle ground for it. I'm trying to find like, 'cause, like I want to be able to post on like YouTube. I would actually like it if YouTube did popped off, like, right? Because like the thing is, like, sometimes I'll think about this. How many videos do I have on my YouTube channel? Right? I almost have like what, 500 videos, and I'm only at 20,000. I just got 20,000 subscribers, right? Compared to like, we'll take just, you know, as an example, since we were talking about him, Teetering VA. He only has 100 videos or 114, and he's at 22,000 subscribers, right? Like that ratio is not, my ratio is not the greatest, which I'm aware of. I've always been the mindset, like in my case, like I'm also know that like I put 2 videos a week out every week, 2 videos out. I've been very like strict with myself on that regard. But like still though, that ratio isn't the best. By the amount of videos I have out, I should probably have a lot more subscribers than I actually do. So things like that, you know, it's like one of those things where like I want to do more YouTube stuff, but it's just scary to do. Like something I want to do too is I want to make more 40K. I've been working on a like building a PC for my dad video, but like I think I might scrap that, to be honest. Cause like I think I just end up showing too much of my house, and I don't want to accidentally like dox myself. So I think I'm gonna have to end up scrapping that. But like I think I really want to try attempting doing lore videos, 40K lore videos, because those actually do really well in the TikTok algorithm, or not TikTok, shorts on YouTube. They did it well. Can be a big game. Oh, 100%. Well, I mean, yes and no, honestly. I've kind of figured out the algorithm somewhat of the YouTube, and it's not random. It's really not, to be honest. Like, it's really not random. My best advice to you is go watch Ludwig's video on it. And it's not a gamble. Like, if you know what you're like, if you put out good content, it will do well, to be honest. That's just the simple truth. At least that's my humble opinion on the facts. And I think it's been proven quite a lot by people on YouTube. Because I know like Ludwig's video, he talks about like, you know, what if I started from zero, from nothing on YouTube? Can I bring up my YouTube channel back to how, like, can I rise to the same amount that I have now? And he proved that. Like, as long as you put out good content, it will do well on YouTube. You know, but like my issue is that I want to do stuff like, but I just don't know if YouTube will allow it. That's why I kind of want to go after, when I say research on Teetering VA, I want to see what he's doing exactly. That like is not like, I want to see what his videos are, right? Because like his thumbnails are very provocative. Are very like, you know, I mean, you saw some of the thumbnails he had, right? So is it just the thumbnails that are like looking like that, or is it the actual video as well? It's just something I kind of have to check. I want to see how he's going about it. It's probably might be something I just don't know about. Because like I said, at least for me, that put the scare in my heart was when my channel almost got deleted, when I had 2 strikes on my YouTube channel. And I almost like, and that's when I stopped posting for a couple months on my YouTube, because I'm just like, I'm terrified that my YouTube's gonna get deleted, so I'm just not gonna do anything. Provocative. There you go. And some aren't, well, the quality stays the same. Well, what it comes down to, like, well, it's not necessarily about the quality, it's about the interest. Let me phrase it that way. It's more about the interest. It's because, for example, like the 40K clips that I've posted, or shorts on TikTok, those end up doing well because it's just an interesting topic a lot of people like to hear about, right? So that's really what it comes down to. And that's something you'll notice, for example, like if you look at, like, let's take Shoto, for example, since we were kind of talking about him before. You look at Shoto, his clips are really simple, non-edited. It's just him talking about things, right? If you take him and start him from like, you take him compared to someone else who does the very same exact thing with no following, it's not going to do well. The reason his video or clips do well is because there's interest in him in particular, right? And I mean, I fall guilty of that as well, right? If you have your like favorite, if you like watching someone and they post like a video or a short clip and they have a good title for it, you're like, oh, I want to know what's going on with their life. So you click on and you'll watch it, right? It's the interest about them in particular, right? In Skyrocket, some people I mean, don't get me wrong, I think there's also a bit of luck in it, of course, but I don't think it's just mostly luck. but there is interest. Yeah, but not comparatively, right? Deadly Fire, that's the thing. It's not like the same amount, right? There is interest in me, of course. Like, well, like now I'm not talking about my ASMR. I'm talking now about my like shorts and like clips I post. There is interest in me, but not to the same extent, right? Because like, let's say you take someone who doesn't know me, right? Are they actually going to click on me? No, of course not. But like Shoto is such a big name now. You're going to click on Shoto whether you know him or not, right? And like, I don't watch his stream, Shoto. I don't really watch his stuff like at all. But like, I know Shoto, so I'm like, oh, if he like has an interesting title, I'm probably gonna end up clicking on it, which is what's happened to me as of like I've been clicking a lot of his videos because he just had interesting titles and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just, but I know, but I'm talking about its VTubers in general though. I've like looked into this a lot. Like, it's not necessarily. I'm not talking about general videos. I'm talking about VTubers in general, right? Because yeah, I mean, there's plenty of videos I've clicked on about general videos that if I think it's an interesting topic. But like VTubers, I don't really watch a lot of VTubers if I don't really know them, right? Like Malkadare, who's Malkadare? For me, VTubers, I don't. I mean, maybe you might be different in that aspect, Helsing, but be like generally no, because like I said, I've seen a lot of like I've seen some really good edited clips by like random small like VTubers, and they don't. It doesn't really do well for them. But that's just because they don't have a really that big of a name. To your daily machinations, yeah, my daily machinations. Helsing's the editor for the clips. He does a great job. I thought the color of your thumbnails look attractive inside. Well, that's what I try to. I try to make because like something I try to do is my thumbnails. I try to make them look different because I feel like a lot of the thumbnail ASMR thumbnails look very similar to each other. So I always try to aim for something different in that aspect. I try to make it vibrant and neonish, you know. Ba ba da ba. Oh wait, I forgot to have. Let me open up my Twitch. I kind of forgot to have this open on the side here. Ba da ba da 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 ba da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da. If you popped in VTuber comp, oh, of course, yeah, no, I mean a lot of the V people that did really well, who popped off well, are usually picked up by like like VTuber editors, like you know, like the ones in the wild, kind of. Those tend to do well. I know a lot of VTubers who got fame like that. A lot of them. I don't know why. I actually do that on purpose. Seek for it. So the shorts, I do that on purpose. I don't push those subscribers because. So this is something I've learned about the algorithm is there's a setting in the YouTube algorithm that says push to subscribers, don't push to subscribers. So when you push to subscribers and it doesn't necessarily like, since that channel is smaller, those shorts, not a lot of people watch my shorts, right? Like they don't really do like a lot, right? So when you don't push the shorts to your subscribers, they're gonna get pushed to random people, right? And if the random people like it, then they're gonna do better. But like since I don't have a lot of subscribers, they're just gonna get automatically pushed down because I don't have a lot of subscribers yet. It's one of those things where like YouTube, it's a bit of a ball on top of the hill, where as long as you can start to get the ball rolling a little bit, it starts to do a lot better, if that makes sense. So would it make much difference to you? Well, yeah. And that's kind of what I mean by it. I gotta smuggle you into compilation and boom, world domination. Yeah, I mean I know a lot of YouTubers who have done really well like that. There's like a femboy compilation dude I think I watch, but yeah, or like has popped up on my feed, or like who's known for doing shit like that. But yeah, but I think my best thing to be right now would be to like really focus on my ASMR, and I'm gonna try doing some. I'll have to do a test on things. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try pushing the line a little bit with YouTube. Like I said, I'm probably gonna listen. I'm gonna try listening to Teeter's VA's ASMRs and see what he does exactly, and I'm gonna try pushing that line a little bit. to see how far you do, because I could take a strike. I'll take a strike. It's just kind of see where the line is a little bit right now. As the saying goes, right? Like, risk it for the biscuit type thing, right? Or something. I don't know, fucking something like that. So I gotta push the. I just want to push the line a little bit. Pro engineers, some crazy artists. Well, of course, yeah. I do see that quite a bit. Automatic, yeah. Be careful. Nothing venture, nothing gain. Yeah, I'll be careful, Northgard. But that's why I want to do research first on teetered VA. In general, wrestles you for dominance, maybe. Actually, maybe that wouldn't be a bad thing. It just it's like weird too because there's a lot of times there's like videos I thought would do really well, and then they don't do well. But then it also depends on the audio itself. So this is something I need to remember to do when I'm recording because like I said, a lot of my videos are improv. Is majority of the viewers drop off before the 4 to 5 minute before the 5 minute mark, right? For me, at least. So most of the people that watch my video stop watching around the 4 minute mark. Um, so that's something I have to keep in mind when I'm recording, right? So that means at the 4 minute mark, I have to do something really engaging to keep everyone's attention, right? Or like around that mark. And from there, right? So it's just something I kind of have to keep in mind. Oh, actually, the video started to end up doing well. The video that I wasn't really doing that great when I first came out was walking in on your roommate trying a maid dress. That video wasn't doing too great when I put it out 3 days ago, but now it's doing a little bit higher than average. Um, so yeah. Ba-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-da-da. Yeah, you could put it in suggestions or just DM me too. I'm not against people DMing me at all. Sometimes I'm slow to DMs though because I start working or I'm just like I'm talking to a lot of people. It depends on the video. If it's sleep aid, too much engagement will turn people away. Well, yeah, I mean obviously it depends on the video, but like it's the problem with sleep aid sleep aid audios is I actually don't monetize most of my sleep aid videos on YouTube. Reason for that is because imagine you fall asleep and you get hit with an ad. That kind of sucks because when I used to listen to ASMR, that was the worst thing ever. Did you wear a maid dress? Though I did not wear a maid dress. No. So that's kind of what I mean. It's kind of hard to do that. When well that happens, right? Um, so like that's why like I don't really try to post a lot of I don't try to post a lot of sleep aids on YouTube anymore, or just make a lot of sleep aids in general anymore. Because when I can't really monetize them because I don't want to like do that to someone. Yo, what's up, Buggy? What's up, Haze? Hazy, welcome, guys. How is you? What do you think of pasta? I had pasta yesterday. I had gnocchi. Gnocchi's my favorite type of pasta. Even though technically it's not really a pasta, it's a potato. Don't really drop or gain. They're just engaging the whole way through. It might be for you, right? It's all that's the thing though. It all comes down to perspective and how much you're engaging with the person and individual, right? Makes me feel bad for falling during a video, but that's its job, right? Exactly. That's part of its job. And a Red Bull ad screaming at you, yeah, literally. How you doing, Hazy? I hope you're doing well. How's your weekend been? I actually made broke a metal spoon. Huh. Interesting. I had gnocchi in my fridge. Gnocchi's so good. I love gnocchi. That's what I said in my opinion. Oh, of course. Well, I'm just saying that. Well, right. Well, that's why I'm just mentioning it, right? Because what it comes down to is that, right? It all depends on the viewers, on like how, like for example, the one that I thought would do well too was the Yandere, who waited all night to see you. I thought that one would do well because I feel like Yandere audios, most of them do pretty well when I put them up, but that one flopped hard. Um, and I'm like, why did it flop though? It like for me, it doesn't make any sense because like by all means, like my yandere videos when I've made them in the past have always been really good, and this one specifically, I put a lot of work into this one specifically. So now I'm kind of like confused. I'm like, okay, so like this one I put a lot of work into, like I put a lot of sound effects and stuff, didn't do well. So I'm like, okay, well that's kind of weird, I guess. Like I don't, damn. With ads every 2 minutes, yeah, those are great, aren't they? Secret. Fajitas are good. So yeah, I think it's one of those things where I gotta start maybe pushing the line a little bit with YouTube. I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to research teetering a little bit to kind of get an idea of what he does because it looks like because that his content that he's making, those were the types of that's the type of content I used to make when I first made my YouTube video. When I first started recording ASMR, I used to record stuff like that. But then, like I said, YouTube like bashed in my skull with like, with its like age restricting strikes, this, that, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do stuff like that anymore. Um, so yeah. Sometimes they put, yeah, same hazy. That happens to me too. Have you thought about your image and branding? Of course, many times. Many, many times. Time to experiment with the funny orange side. Oh, I mean, you're not wrong. I've actually considered that heavily. I've considered that. I don't know if I'd directly post on there. But I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Because the problem is that if I did decide to make content like ASMR like that, it would be once a month type thing. Because I'm not too crazy about doing stuff like that. Um, but it would be once a month type of thing where I'd probably, yo, thank you for the follow. 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 I didn't have much success. I wait, Hazy, do you make I don't want to get like striked by YouTube, but like looter content. Do you make looter content, Lazy? Because I didn't know that. Because I know a ton of people have had amazing success with Orange site. You do? I didn't know that. Yeah, I know. I've known a ton of people who've had like a ton of success on on the Orange site. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm seriously like it would be type of once a month type of content type thing. Then I would also have to figure out like the sound effects and how to do sound effects like that. Like I don't know. It's something I would have to really experiment with and have to take time to kind of figure it out. I think what I'll probably do is if you've seen me on Reddit, the thing I'm talking about, I'll probably post it on there first to kind of get an idea of how good it does, and then we'll kind of go from there. Um, the orange site, yeah, the orange site. Let me see. Once I broke a cutting board in half by accident. Wait, where is this coming from? I could send you. I have a bunch of sound effects. I already have a bunch of because I edit lines ASMR video or not. It's not safe for work video, so I have a ton of sound. Actually, no. I mean, send them to me anyway. Actually, Hazy, yeah, send them to me anyway. The more, the merrier. That's something I've learned with sound effects. It's always good to have more. So yeah, send them my way. And if you want, we could exchange sound effects. I'll send you the ones I have. Does well YouTube put ads on it regardless? It does. Yeah, YouTube does do that. Yeah. Boogie, stay on topic, my dude. You're being really random again, my dude. You're just saying random stuff. Stay on topic what we're talking about if you could, please, man. Went from treading cards to treading SFX. The new translation introduces some really annoying me too. Really? I didn't know there was a new system for AI. When you sing a heritage culture exchange with these N effects, I know, right? I mean, there's some. I have some like good effects. I did pay for them though. They were like pretty cheap. I think they were like $5 or something like that. Like they weren't like they're not the best in the world, but they became really good after I tweaked them because I had to go in and manually like adjust a lot of them. Because like you would just hear random shit in the background, and like one of the sound effects that I bought for like looter stuff, you literally hear this guy's like device just stop, like the battery runs out, and he's like fuck, and I'm like, I'm like, why would you leave that in, right? So I have to like edit that and I have to adjust the audio a little bit to make it sound better. So yeah, translates your videos to Dutch. Does it really? I didn't know that. The audio dubbing, it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Because like, so the thing is, like, I what I might end up doing at 1.2 is because like I really want to grow. Like I really want to do my best to grow. Streaming on Twitch isn't really. It's more of like streaming on Twitch isn't really the best way to grow. It just kind of isn't, right? So what I've been also considering is like maybe pulling back on Twitch a little bit, just doing like 2 streams a week, so I can focus more on other content, right? Because like I said, I want to do more like I want to do 40K lore videos, but I just don't really have a lot of time to do that between everything without like burning myself out. And then obviously my sleep not really cooperating. Um, so I wish streaming actually grew. I wish too, but it doesn't. Well, that's so like this is something I learned earlier on is like if you only stream to grow your stuff, you're not gonna grow your stuff. I mean, it's possible, but it's gonna be really hard to grow. To grow your Twitch and streaming in general, you have to kind of pull in people from like other stuff. Like I think almost like let's put it this way: everyone who really ever joins my Twitch streams comes from my ASMR channels, right? So like that's the idea behind it, right? Like you got to pull people in, or like I mean, a lot of people like we'll go back to what we were talking about before, clips, right? A lot of VTubers who grew a lot have grown from clips. There is a French VTuber who has like a cat boy, a really cute cat boy at that, or like really cute OC, and they've grown from the like being picked up by like clippers on YouTube, right? Um, so that's kind of what I mean, right? Capo is it Capo? I don't really know their name to be honest. I've seen him in a couple of streams. I've seen online streams. I actually saw him on Chizu's stream yesterday. He's been with Shiri. He's been like hanging out with a couple people that I know. His pro fertilizer on it. I wish. I wish. I mean yeah, you're right. The fertilizer is other content. Um in general too though, so what's been interesting is so usually September tends to be kind of like a rougher time for a lot of like streamers too. And something I've also noticed is like right now too, like in general, um Patreon, Patreon and Twitch has been down for a lot of people as of late. And I don't know if that tells you more about the economic situation as of late or if it's yeah, basically that. I don't know if it's the economic situation at the moment on like what's going on, because like there like viewership has been down for a lot of people. And not even like not talking about the new Twitch implementation, right? I'm talking about like money, like let's put it phrase that. Like I'm talking about money that flows through Twitch for people has been down for like a lot of bigger streamers. Patreon, I know a lot of people's Patreon has been down as of late, things like that. So I think that also kind of just tells you about the economic situation currently throughout the world. Collabs, could they help? Oh yeah, collabs help a lot. But the problem is like I don't really collab a lot, to be honest. And like a lot of the people that I stream with, there's not a lot of people that stream at my time. A lot of people stream in the evenings. I'm up on Patreon somehow. I mean, yeah, I mean it's one of those things where like um it's one of those things where like it's not going to be the case for everyone, right? But like I know for a lot of people it's been down for them. Um Once I find a better job, I'm doing. I appreciate that, Queso. I really do. Thank you for that. I'm terrible to work with because I never know what script to do. Wait, are you talking about YouTube collab? Well, when I'm talking about collabs, I'm talking about like Twitch collabs. But I guess you. Well, I don't know if ASMR collabs would do well, but yeah, no, YouTube collabs or Twitch collabs can help grow. I don't know about like YouTube collabs. Um, but it's just one of those things you gotta like. I guess like it's something to keep in mind. I guess right. Baby. Um, I think what I might end up doing, I think we'll probably end stream maybe in like 30 minutes. And I might turn today into a researching day, is what I might do. I mean, I still gotta record ASMR, but and I gotta do a couple other things for work. So I think, but we might turn today into a researching day. Yeah, what's up, Blackpink girl? Welcome to the stream. How is you? How is you? Ba-ba-da. Sounds like an exciting wishing you luck. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we'll kind of have to see. Yeah, a adorable, super talented goober. I appreciate that. Is from girl to boy, and she's a fanboy, but she's trans. Wait, she a fanboy? I mean, a fanboy. It doesn't. I don't really think it's just a term to say like you're a big fan of someone. Yo, what's up, K Paulo? Welcome to stream, dude. How is you? How is you? How is you? But yeah, there's like so much shit I want to do, but that's also been I've been considering that. But the question is, what would like I think it? Oh, I don't know if like what would be the streams to choose. Maybe they meant they're a femboy. Maybe I mean I guess we had to get clarification. So I don't get it. Well, I mean, it could be that maybe they're not fully out either. You know, someone can say they're trans, but maybe they're not comfortable dressing in that gender, right? If they're saying, what did he say from girl to a boy? So if they're saying they're a guy, right? But maybe they're just not comfortable dressing as a guy, right? Or they can't do it in front of their family. One of my mods is a trans femboy. Wait, really? Wait, trans from Fun Bunny been down. Oh, we're just talking about someone that like Pink Girl had a question. She's also 12. Okay, if she's 12 too, then just let you get she needs to live life a little bit more. Um and just she needs to kind of like figure out her feelings because that can be a very complex thing about it. And just she needs to figure things out for herself. Are you okay? Yeah, why wouldn't I be okay, Joseph? This math is too advanced for my brain. Yeah, if she's 12, she needs to live life a little bit more to figure out what she wants or like what like yeah, just figure herself out. I would also advise talking to a therapist too, if she can do that. Yeah, think of the spray bottle. So refreshing. So refreshing. So refreshing. You sound like you're about to you're crying. Do I sound like I'm crying? I'm not crying. I'm chilling. I'm just tired, that's all. Yeah. If you could Helsing, yeah. Huh. You read my mind. I was just thinking about that. I was like, hmm. I was like, I didn't realize you were 13. Okay. I thought she was in college. I'm pretty sure she told us at one point she was in college, didn't she? I'm pretty sure she told us before because I banned her before. And then I unbanned her and she said she was in college, I think. Something like that. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying, Northgard. No, 100%. No, 100% Helsing. It is, yeah. I know 100% is. That's what I'm saying. I swear she said because before I banned her, because she said I remember it was something like she said she was like a sophomore or something or a freshman, and then I unbanned her because like she didn't clarify if that was like high school or if that was like college, and then she said college. I'm pretty sure. So I was like, oh, okay, sorry, that was my B. Sorry about that. And now she's saying she's 13. All right, yeah, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here. Nah, get the fuck out. It kind of, I mean, it makes sense. The way she talks is very immature-ish, so I'm not. That makes a lot of sense, to be honest. When they asked out of the blue, yeah, a little bit. I apologize, Pink Girl, but like you're too young for the stream. Well, that's a like yeah. Ba-da-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. But yeah, so like going back to like the streaming stuff, I'll have to. I think today's gonna be a bit of an experimental day. I just feel bad for them. Yeah, I mean it's a combination of things, right? But we've all been through it, right? Like, it's not really cool to be in like older spaces, right? Like, and that's like another thing. I know this is gonna be me for a fact, and this is obviously gonna affect my streaming probably. Is that once if I do decide to start making looter content, all my spaces are just gonna be 18 plus, period. Right? Like my streams they tend to be 16 plus because like we talk more mature subjects, but like it's whatever, right? In that sense. Like I don't really go into the niche of it. But once I start making that type of content, I imagine I'm probably gonna get people that come here from that content, and then it's gonna be only 18 plus, period, no exception. On my Twitch streams. She can't watch or just comment. From my belief, she can't watch anymore. Secret. Why are they trying to find an online? I couldn't tell you, automatic. I couldn't tell you. When do we debrat correction device? Whenever we play a horror game again. Maybe next week we'll play a horror game. Oh, by the way, the Naked Gun is apparently going to be available on the 29th in case you're one. Oh, I think I forgot to tell you. I ended up watching it one night that I was like tired. I just like put it on. But I'm down to watch it again though. Honestly, it was a really good movie. It was a really good. It's just like it was so stupid that like I would love to watch it again. We could do a community night around it, Merc. sure a lot of people would end up. Damn, how was it? It was good. It's really good. I thought it was really good. I don't want to spoiler it, but I would be down. I understand why you don't want me there, but that hurts. I am suicidal. Well then. All right. Hey, Helston, can you also and Twitch or YouTube, please? I like the running gag with the coffee. Yeah. The Liam Neeson one? Yeah, the Liam Neeson one. Actually, I could probably just do it from the YouTube side. See, that's a big no-no. I don't. If I was back from like, if it was like me from like the first when I first started doing, yeah, that SK, I agree. If it was me from like when I first started doing stuff, um, did someone knock on a door? I unplugged my mic. Oops. If that was me from like the first like when I first started streaming, I would be like, no, 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 it's okay. But like now, like there's nothing. Like they're gonna say stuff like that. It's you just have to ban and move on. I put itself in top of chat mode for some reason. No, you're good. That was wild. Yeah, a little bit. I probably should have read that out loud. I just kind of read it without thinking. Like, if you have to say that, it's just you're just trying to be manipulative. That's just what it is, to be honest. Like every time, like I've heard someone say that so blatantly like that, it's because they're just trying to be manipulative. That's just my opinion at this point. At least the people that I've experienced with. Um, yeah. It goes back. It reminds me of like the incident I had in my Discord like a year ago. Um, and it just I'd love to watch it with you and others. Yeah, we could do a community night around it. We could try doing it actually next week. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. I say that, but like, we'll see how it goes. How the week goes. Sorry, YouTube was. Oh, I read that. So yeah, yeah, we could do like a movie night. I also would be down to play Dawn of War 2, Mark, for the community. I don't know how many people have Dawn of War, but we could do like a Dawn of War thing. I think that could be potentially fun. Banane. Danane. It's not that I'm trying to remember what exactly I said. I think it was like I've never not been against it, but it's just something I feel like, or maybe I did say that. I can't remember exactly what I said. But I'll tell you this much: my feeling towards it have always been like I might do it or I might not do it, type thing, right? My issue with looter content is that I just don't want my brand to be known for that, right? Because once you get known for that type of content, it's gonna be harder to really like, get outside that bubble, if that makes sense. That's always been my gripe with doing it, is that if I do start to make looter content like that, I don't want to just get known for that, right? Because I've never really been against it per se. I mean, I'm not crazy about it. It's not like, oh my god, yes, I can't wait to make this content. No, it's just I've never been crazy about it. Um, I've never really been crazy about it. Um, but it's not like something I'm not like against exploring, but I just don't want to become known for that. The toes, the toes, yeah, right. Oh, really? New Ranma? Ranma is one of my favorite animes. Like, it's one of the first animes I watched. How many players can be in Dawn of War? Like, I don't know, actually. Like, I think it's 4. If someone does it on the side. I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's just like that's the thing, though. I know some people wouldn't feel comfy because I know some people have expressed their views on that content in like my YouTube chat or Twitch chat. But like that's the thing, though. It does bring in growth, right? I would just have to be very strict about like my. I would have to get like strict, like don't. That's not something we talk about on my Twitch stream. Period. I would want to keep that very separate from each other. Because even if it does bring the wrong crowd, like I said, I would just be very strict with it and be like, yeah, that's a huge no go on, like, you cannot talk about it on Twitch, period. That would only be probably for the Patreon server, and that's it, where you could talk about it, and I'd probably make a separate chat for that. Because I would want to keep everything separated as much as possible. I wouldn't want to like mix things, you know? With mouse showing up. Oh, yeah, dude. I love Ranma. Ranma's so good. I've always been a huge fan of Ranma. I mean, you could release it under a cinema. Well, that's the thing, though. Automatic. It's not because at that point, I'm not doing it. Like, I want to do it to grow my brand, Dottie Scarlet, right? Because if I release it as under a different name, then what's the point? I'm not doing necessarily for the money, right? I want to grow my brand. Is the thing. Like, I'm sure I'll make money from it, right? Because yeah, that's just how it works. But like, I'm doing it more to grow my brand as a whole, right? Let me see. What was this? Grow your brand is okay. Shut up, sir. I leave it be your ass. Yo, what's up, Heba? I gotta head out real soon. No worries. We'll be ending stream here in like 20 minutes anyway. So be da, 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 da. Check out my branding. Is that? But I know what you mean. One thing that everyone wants you to do content like that, even if you don't like it. Yeah. Um, is like some I won't say who I've talked to, but I've talked to an ASMR artist, a much bigger person than I am. It makes a lot more money than I do, a lot, and their brand's a lot bigger than I am. And it's not lying, but and they've talked about that how they need to keep it very separated for that and stuff like that. And it's helped them grow a lot, and that's what I would want. I would want to grow in that aspect, right? Just for branding more than anything else, because it does bring in branding. It does, right? It's the reason, the saying goes, sex sells, right? That's why you'll see you'll see people post like, slightly raunchier art on Twitter, and that you tends to do really well, right? It does bring in people. So it's just something that I have to like really I mean, I think I'm just gonna take the plunge and do it, to be honest. Is probably what I'm gonna do. Because I think about it a lot, and I think one of the biggest too is to like is that like, yeah, it's just that, honestly. You could do that. I don't know. The thing about Fortnite though, automatic, it's way too saturated. Streaming Fortnite is way overly saturated, and two, like, I'm not cracked at Fortnite. I would have to get good at it again. But like, it wouldn't do much. I'll tell you this right now. Being good at a video game will not grow your brand. There's so many people that are good at video games. So many people that are good at video games. It just is. Um, for you to get in on being good at a video game, you have to be part of that game really early on, right? For example, great, what's a great way to look at it is Ninja. Ninja. He was considered like top of the top when the game first came out. But look at him now. He's never like he wasn't able to keep up with the game. But because he was really good at the start of the game, he was able to grow his branding. Now everyone is good at Fortnite. So that's not really going to help your branding. For you to grow your branding, you have to be like part of the you have to be a part as it's you have to be on par with its growth. That's why I think something I want to do is when Dawn of War 4 comes out, it looks like there's a lot of hype around the game. I want to create content around Dawn of War 4 when it comes out, gameplay content, gaming content, so forth. So yeah, that's like something I want to keep in mind or do. Sounds like a gamble. I mean, it is, but like any content's a gamble. Like, why not? To grow and connect. Oh yeah, Twitter is a great way to connect with stuff. You can't. Yo, shut your. I'm gonna beat your ass, Helsing. I'm happy with my height. Okay, I'm perfectly happy. Do it. Follow your passion. I appreciate it. How to use the game in different ways. And exactly, Case. I think Queso puts in a great way because like just being good at a game doesn't get you popular. It just doesn't. Everyone's good at a game. Everyone's gonna be good. Like there's gonna be a ton of people. Like you can think of Valorant, Fortnite, whatever. League of Legends. There's tons of people that are really good. Unless you like get to the like absolute peak, maybe. But like the time and effort it takes to go to be at the absolute peak doesn't like reap good rewards in my opinion. Because I used to like when I used to play Fortnite like semi-professionally, I would put 8 hours a day of like playing and training that game, and I'd never reached the peak of Fortnite, right? So even to do that, you have to even like put even more effort into it. Yo, what's up, Air? Yo, what's up, Zaki? Hello, but yeah, that's crazy. We're talking about ways to grow our brand or grow the for Dottie Scarlet brand. League of Stinkers? I did. I haven't played League of Legends. I love Hui. Hui is my favorite character. Mainly means you gotta show off what you're good at, so there's that. Yeah, well, it's not actually what you're good at. I mean, it is it, but it isn't. Like, I think what ends up doing well, in my opinion, overall, is your personality. If you can sell your personality to people as like good entertainment, I think that's what ends up doing it, right? It's the same reason, like, we'll take Shoto again, since we were talking about before. Like, his personality, a lot of people like his personality. He's not like cracked at gaming. When was the last time you saw Shoto fucking pull out a trick shot or do something crazy in gaming? Never. Um, but his personality is just really, really good, right? Um, he has a really strong personality, which is what it, like makes people watch him. A lot of esports competitors don't make great influencers. That's 100% G, but that's also true. That is also very true. With gay, which makes sense. Why? Okay, yeah. Yo, is this what is this? I'm a beer ass. Shoto is just a funny. Oh yeah, and that's also true. Shoto is a funny guy too. That's another thing, right? But that's like part of his personality, right? Um, in the beginning. Oh yeah, I agree. Well, what happens a lot, Merc, is like once I start getting into streams, like I like get energy back from talking to you guys, right? I get like enthusiastic talking about you guys and stuff like that. But yeah, um, well, no, I wouldn't want to do that. Actually, I was gonna say, what if I can grow my brand by translating manhwa? But I don't actually. I forget that's supposed to be anonymous. I can't really, because like technically translating manhwa is technically could be like considered. Well, actually, I won't actually get into it. Just I don't want to like leave. I don't want to leave breadcrumbs here and there. But yeah, no, that probably would not be a good idea. But I do like doing it. I do like doing it. Translating's fun. But that it's noticed. What's noticed? My manhwas? No, don't try. You guys don't aren't supposed to know. No one's supposed to know my manhwas. It's supposed to be a secret. Well, what I translate, not that I read it. I'm very enthusiastic about. Well, I'll tell you what I read. Ba-da-da. You'd be my affiliates to my set on. Wait, I play set though. I play set. Set's like one of my favorite characters. Not so much Aphelios. I've tried Aphelios. He's really complicated. I've really struggled playing with him. Ba-na-na-na. I'm at your mood. Oh yeah. Would you be interested in creating your own manhwa? I would be down for creating my own manhwa, but it would be expensive probably because I would need to get an artist. And that would be expensive. I mean, that's really what it would have come down to. Would just be getting my own artist, and that is kind of expensive. What's the? Oh no, I'm not. I'm terrible at League. I suck at League. I don't play ranked. Last time I played ranked, I got really depressed because everyone calling me told me I was shit at the game. My team and the other team too. So I don't play. I don't play ranked. I only play like whatever the normal game mode is. It has over 1,000 ability combinations, like in game or in lore, Shenny. From being a casual YouTube viewer, really? Oh, I didn't know that automatic. Yeah, I mean, I want to make more 40k content. I've been reading the Lords of Silence book, and I want to make kind of like more like clippier content when it comes to this, like telling random stories that I've read here and there. We had a pretty insane win rate together. We did. I mean, we should play more, Helsing. The problem is that what ends up happening with League is you would rage or I would rage, and it just didn't go anywhere. I'm gonna slay some tears, and I hope you have a bye, Merc. Have a good one, my dude. Thank you for coming by. You have a great rest of your day, and I hope you guys win lots. Tell Nate I said good night as well. And literal gameplay, does he? There's no way it's over 1,000. That's literally impossible though, because like I feel like it's not possible because you have each ability or each like stance, I don't know the actual term for it, is 3 attacks for each or 3 abilities. So then it'd be like 3 times 3 is 9 times 3, which is 24, plus your ultimate. And we'll add 3 more to that. So that's 27. I was at over 1,000. I don't see the math. Yo, what's up, Peak? Welcome, dude. Long time no see, man. So I'd yell at myself. Yeah, and I was fucking support. Yeah, Shay, you'd yell at me. You're like, stop taking my minions. And I'm like, I didn't do it on purpose. I'm so sorry. League is the only game that's ever made me cry. Fun fact. I remember when you started slamming your keyboard, I did, yeah. Where you level and there's a guy who does it solo. I know, that's one of the first memos I read too, solo leveling. That was so good. It's like sushi though. The problem is like it's repetitive. It's really repetitive. Soul leveling is really repetitive, but it's like sushi. Every time I have it, I'm happy with it. For the first stream, oh my god, that was yeah. Well, I mean, I streamed at a weird time. We'll find you a party full of friends. Dude, League makes me rage like when I don't do well. Well, let me say, when I don't do well, when I get overly shit on in the game, that's when I rage. I can't, because like the thing about League is like I don't have a good enough understanding of the game to really know how to do better. So like there'll be times when I'm playing League and I'm getting shit on and I don't understand why I'm getting shit on. And that's when I get frustrated. When I don't understand why this is happening, that's when I get really, really frustrated. So if there's news on the keys, I actually checked this morning. They're still under review. I'll check it right now. Let me take a look. Yeah, no, they're still under review here. I can even show you. If you look here, they're still under review. So we'll just kind of have to wait it out. Maybe they'll get it by my Monday. I don't know. Quite a Twilight Zone moment, was it? That's funny. Alpha Beta Gamer on YouTube. Alpha Beta Gamer. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I actually know a YouTuber who plays like beta games and stuff like that. But I wouldn't want to do that. I'm not crazy about playing like bunch of betas. And give up even though we scale late game if they're yeah. But lovingly. Oh, of course. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, Merc. Bye, Nate. Alpha boys only. Yeah, right. Alpha boys. No, but I just wouldn't want to be like, I know YouTubers who do that, like who pounce on like all the new games that are coming out that are in beta. And I wouldn't want to do stuff like that. To be honest. Because that would require, because like the thing is, so You have to be very mindful of how you grow stuff into the future, right? So if I grow my brand around that, then I have to constantly be researching the new games that are coming out and have to get my hands on to play the beta, right? And that's just not fun, in my opinion. Like Decadence or Yakuza Husband House. Decadence is really good. I actually that's an underrated anime, automatic. That's a really underrated anime. Same with Yakuza House Husband. Those are both very underrated animes. You know what's a really underrated anime? Um Sakamoto Deska. That's a really or yeah, that's a really underrated one too. There's certain pups who spend half their income on games. Yeah. I hope you're not talking about me because I don't spend half of my income on games. I hope you're not talking about me. It's more like books. Even then, that's not even the case. But I know some people that are like that, actually. Who like every stream they have a new game. I'm talking about Shizu. Yeah. Okay, I thought you were. Yeah, I didn't want. I wasn't gonna say Shizu, but yeah, he does. Because I was about to say like, yeah, you know, I know someone who like every new stream there's a new game. They're playing a new game. 40K bucks. Yeah, even then, I really don't even spend that much, to be honest. I give myself spending limits for the month. Shadow Chizizu. That's funny, man. I think I'll probably end up deleting the VOD, though, because of the... So I apologize, Shizu, if you don't get to see this. Because of what, like, I said out loud when I read a Pink Girl's fucking message out loud like an idiot. Were you gonna end the end stream? And yeah, I was. Probably like in 8 minutes here. So I could do the research, record ASMR, got to do some work stuff related to the line and stuff like that. He's doing a lot better. He has. Shizu has been doing a lot better. I actually have his stream open right now on the side. I think he's been doing a lot better mentally, which is good. I love to see that, man. Ba 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 da 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 ba da 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 da. But yeah, so okay. Basically, TLDR of today's stream. Gotta grow brands, record ASMR, change the way I do stuff on YouTube. Did I get that right? There's been oh yeah, there's a new manga of Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's like weird. Dude, I love magic stuff, man. You know what anime I've been really enjoying? Have you guys been watching Silent Witch? Silent Witch is so fucking good. I've been really enjoying that anime like a lot. It's been pretty fucking good. Is a Silent Witch? Yeah, kind of. It's been going on for like 2 months now. I think there's like what 8 episodes, but it's pretty good. I've been really enjoying it. It's basically about the reason she's called Silent Witch. It's about a girl. Donny Bonnie 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 Down. It's about a girl who the reason she's called the Silent Witch is because of the fact that she just has really a lot of social anxiety, so she doesn't like to talk. And she developed basically the ability to cast magic without like speaking. And then binge it. I don't like binging stuff because I just don't have time to binge stuff. I prefer it if I like get it out like per weekly. It's easier for me to manage when it's like that. But you're not beyond your Donny Bonnie Bonnie Tina Tina Down. Edu. Donny Bonnie Bonnie Tina Tina Down. Yeah. Have you seen The Water Magician? I have. I'm kind of disappointed by The Water Magician, Sorelli. I'll be honest with you. Um, it started off really strong, but the current episodes, I'm kind of disappointed by them. It's really dropped off hard, in my opinion. Are so adorable and yeah, they really are. Even though she could probably like destroy half the universe. Well, it just looks like I don't know. They put like all the fucking budget into the intro. It's kind of what it feels like. Yo, Luminosity, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. Die. That's how I do. It's been really boring. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep watching it, right? But like, I'm not too crazy about it right now. I'm definitely more of the fact that it's like it's. I feel like it's starting to fall off a little bit for me. Where I'm just kind of like, what the hell? Have you watched Detectives These Days Are Crazy? I have not heard of that one. Have you watched Somali in the Forest Spirit? I have not heard of that one either. Another one I've been enjoying is Sakamoto. I really like Sakamoto. I read the manga for that one. Yo, what's up, Lizzie Liz? Don't money find a Chinatown. It is, isn't it? Right, Luminosity, isn't it fucking absolute fucking cinema, man? It's so fucking good, man. Sakamoto Days is fucking fantastic. It's really, really fucking good. It's fucking peak. Yeah, what's up, that guy with a cat? Oh wait, no, Shenny, I lied. Yes, I have. I have. Automatic reminded me. It's where the golem takes care of the little girl, right? It's that one, right? I have watched that. That one's really good. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I've watched that one. I have. I actually enjoyed that, and it kept me on my toes, especially like towards the end of it. It kept me on my toes. It's so sad though. The story with the creator, is it? I don't know the backstory for the creator. Sorry, I'm spacing, dude. I'm tired, man. I'm just spacing the fuck out. Holy shit, I'm really tired. Okay, we'll end stream on that note, guys. I know it's sorry for the shorter stream today, guys. I'm just really tired, and I want to do get some work done. So I'm gonna try to get some work done after this. Record it. What I gotta do? Record ASMR, research, teetering, VA. Okay, cool. Then I will see you guys later. Thank you guys all for coming. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend, Sunday or Monday, depending, I guess, on time zones. And just thank you guys for coming. I'll see you guys, okay? Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, guys. I've I've missed you guys a lot. I'm just gonna say that I've missed you guys, and I'm happy to see you guys again. That streaming's back to normal now. So, bye, everyone. I know. I'm sorry, Sipa. I'm sorry.